Power Combat Zone.
Power Combat Zone is brought to you by Gift of the Givers Foundation. And UKLotteryLive.com. Coming up in this episode, the Gift of the Givers Kanazawa Cup Karate Championships, featuring spectacular individual and team kumite events, and more mixed martial arts coming to you out of Durban, only on Power Combat Zone.
Power Combat Zone. Power Combat Feature.
Durban always comes alive for the Gift of the Givers Kanazawa Cup. 2012, well, it was no different. Once again welcoming some of the best karatekas from the country, represented by SKISA SA. And it would seem that the event is going from strength to strength every year.
We have seen this tournament grow in leaps and bounds in the past decade, and today we had 550 entries with what we would call in the battle of the best of the best. We are very convinced that this tournament will soon grow into a world invitational championship.
This year I impress a lot because children level kumite and kata were very high.
How do you rate the chances of Team South Africa, SKISA, at the World Cup in November 2012?
Yes, there are big possibility to get medals. So I'm looking forward to seeing them.
My impression of the tournament is that it is a great history in the life of South Africans of all races in Durban and in South Africa.
Well, it was clear what they would win, some great trophies on offer, but of course pride was at stake. And in karate, it all begins with the kata. First up, Riyasha Singh was up against Shay Naidu in the 18 to 20 years black belt kata competition. Both young karatekas doing fairly advanced forms and both showing a very crisp, clean technique. And ultimately, it went to Riyasha Singh. Fantastic performance from the young black belt, taking third place in the kata open men's division, Njabulo Kumalo. Taking a joint third place, Nicholas Georgiadis from Team KWF, showing a lot of focus. In second place of the kata open men's black belt, Kevin Croft. And taking the gold medal, Nick Baker from Team KWF took first place in the open men's black belt kata. The boys were pretty pumped after some fierce competition. A great scene today for our kumite. Megan Boyens up against Michelle Singh. Michelle in the blue belt, Megan on fire. With incredible hand speed, she is a very well-rounded karateka. She earns the first full point. Can she close this one out? A beautiful spinning back kick. The heel makes contact. No defense offered. Megan Boyens takes the women's under 65 kilogram black belt division. The men presented some wonderful bouts. Austin Parfit on the left and the red up against Theo Pillay. Theo is a very quick fighter with a great reach, but both of these fights very evenly matched. Both very quick. The Gift of the Givers Kanazawa Cup always presents some explosive bouts. And the standard clearly increasing year on year. These fighters very evenly matched. And ultimately the half point could be enough to decide it. Theo Pillay takes the men's 18 to 20 years black belt division. We were lucky enough to have Kiyoshi Sunny Pillay to add his wealth of technical knowledge to this bout between Damien Nair and Wesley Daisel.
Damien Nair, current SA reigning champion, and Wesley Daisel, one of the top fighters of the WSKF. They're just sizing up one another, and it seems that there's a possibility that anybody will score first. Damien Nair has a very long reach, and he's one of the top fighters from KwaZulu-Natal and current SA champ. Both of them seem to be finding it difficult to penetrate and make the attack. Damien has scored with a Gyakuzuki. Brilliant technique, lightning fast hand reflex action. Once again, Damien enters the body area with a hand technique. He's very deceptive because he's a very unorthodox fighter. Brilliant kick, brilliant kick to the head, and that's the fight. And the winner, Damien Nair from KZN, SKISA champion fighter, and now the International Kanazawa Cup champion.
Now Rico Kasanga and Ibuki Kurihara kick off a power division with this prelim bout in the 75-kilogram black belts. Rico, the first to receive a hefty blow, and that would have woken him up. Oh, and Ibuko showing fantastic technique. He really does have a complete arsenal of weapons in that bag. That half point closing out the bout. Ibuki Kurihara takes another step closer to the final. Now Sayed Murzanan is up against Joe Sapelo. Joe quickly off the mark. Very fast fighter, very light on his feet. Drops low into his stance. And that punch, I think, made its way to the solar plexus, and another very clean strike. No nonsense fighter, no frills, but very direct and very effective. Joe Sapelo takes this prelim kumite bout in the 75-kilogram division. Now Budo Msomi takes on Ibuki. And again, Ibuki shows his wonderful technical arsenal. Some great back fists thrown in there. Very sound technique. But these fighters, not completely unmatched. Both very fast, very direct. I think Ibuki likes to control the mat. Really is a wonderful exponent, but some great counter punching. Gets the half point. He's going to have to close this one out. Gets the half point.
Ibuki from Japan.
Very good defensive technique. Oh, a lovely little leg sweep to open up the gap. Ibuki squeezes through with his very quick hand speed. Oh, and that left it to the final exchange. And I somehow think that Ibuko has got this one in the bag. Now Kiyoshi Sunny Pillay takes us through the next prelim bout.
And Ibuki is the eventual winner. Bodo from Cameroon.
Makes it into the final.
Kumalo.
Now,
Current
who will make it
SKISA
out of Joe Sapelo and
International
Njabalu
Kanazawa
Kumalo?
Cup champion. Scores again. Jabulo scores again. It's now 2-1. And he's not afraid, he's not moving back. He seems to be going in again, determined to make another point and clean up the fight. Jabulo on the drive, on the attack. Kumalo is a very seasoned campaigner, very, very experienced. Very seasoned and very experienced. Winner, Cameroon. Very close fight, aggressive fight, and perhaps a better result.
That set the scene for a spectacular final Kumite event in the 75-kilogram division. Ibuki Kurihara up against Joe Sapelo.
The over 75 kg. In red, we have Ibuki Iwara from Japan, now a resident in South Africa, against Sapelo from Cameroon. Sapelo in with a right punch to the body. Punch, however, made no contact. Oh, Japan in with a reverse punch to the body. Ibuki from Japan, 1 point up. Ibuki, a quick combination, but the referee awards no point. Ibuki, aggressive, quick reverse punch to the face. Sipelo from Cameroon. Ibuki 2 points up in this final of the International Kanazawa Cup over 75 kg men's kumite final. Sipelo with a sweep and counter. Two referees awarding a full score of 2 points. Center left referee Manobu Murakami has called them in for consideration of whether to award. Sipelo from Cameroon, 1 point awarded for his technique. 2-1 in this final of the over 75 kg men's final. Ibuki from Japan up against Sipelo from Cameroon. Quick exchange of combinations, punches. Sipelo with a quick combination to the body. A quick reverse punch as Ibuki attacked. No point awarded. Ibuki's gonna take this one. 2 points to 1. Ibuki from Japan, the winner of the over 75 men's kumite division International Kanazawa Cup 2012.
So Ibuki takes it and adds a brilliant international flavor to the gift of the givers, Kanazawa Karate Cup. Now always the crowd puller. The fighters were setting up for the team event. Joe Sipelo up against Damien Nair.
We have Damien Nair from Team SKISA, and we have Selepa from Budo. Selepa from Team Cameroon. There's a point. We have a point for Team SKISA. Brilliant hand technique scored by Damien Nair. Very unorthodox fighter, very difficult to beat, and very fast with his hands. Deceptive fighter. There again you see a brilliant hand technique. Sharp as ever. The SA national champion has defeated the Cameroon fighter, Silapa. Tom from the DRC, Tom against Damien Nair, the current SA national all-stars champion. Damien Nair entered with a beautiful hand technique. Unfortunately, he had a distance problem, and therefore he wasn't given the point, but he's just made great coverage, great stride, and scored with a brilliant hand technique to the body. Extremely convincing. All flags out, and Murakami, the center referee, chief referee of the team event, awards the point. He's putting on pressure, he's putting on the pressure, he's piling on the pressure, and a beautiful point scored to the facial area by Tom from DRC. Very, very close contest. First one to score is the winner. Damien has scored. Damien Nair, Team South Africa SKISA. Winner. Team SKISA goes up 1-0. Theo Pillay is a very strong fighter with a